I advise you to watch the previous video please, before continuing with the current one.
Yeah, boy.
We shall say, I'll just copy that and I paste that there, and then I'll say search. So mine, I'll call it search. You can call it find if you want, it's the same thing. So I head back to my PHP files and then we need to create it here. So I'll comment that and then say searching or finding. Now I want to do the same thing, but sorry, I want to do the same thing because there are going to be a lot of changes here. We are going to have a lot of changes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just copy only this with the query, because the query is also going to change. So now I'll just have this only. Maybe until here. I'll copy that, paste that there. I need to first change this to search, and then the rest will remain the same apart from the query. The query has to change. It has to change a lot. So let me look for something similar here. It is a bit shorter. Yeah, I think this will work. So I want to just have a look at this. Let me get this query here. Retrieve data from the database. We shall have to say select star from the table name human, where the ID, the unique identifier, okay, with this variable name is placed here. Now what we are going to do, so I need to have something else. I think we also need this as well, this variable here that we declared earlier on. So I'll just copy that and then I'll place it here. Okay, then what we shall do, we have that variable that we have declared, the same variable. So then we are going to use what we call a while loop. We shall have a while loop that we are going to talk about, because it's what is going to help us to retrieve the information from the database. So I'll say while, let me just type that, then we type this, MySQL fetch array, then we need to open brackets, and then we get this variable name that we declared here. We paste it here. So this will help to look through the database and pull out the information. It will depend on the query that we have written. So we open brackets, and then we need to involve in the HTML structure here as well. So what we are going to do, it may look a bit confusing, but this is what we are going to use to retrieve our data. So remember, we have our closing, when we are writing an PHP statement, we have the opening syntax and the closing syntax. So since we are going to mix up and insert here some HTML information, we need to first close this. So to close this, I'll just put the question mark, and then that I've closed it, and then I create the form. So I'll say form, then the action we shall leave it empty. Say method as usual, it will be post. So we shall have to insert in some information. Let me see if I can copy this. I think let me copy this, and then we are going to make some changes here. So now I'll change this to number, then the name will be ID, then we need to have the value. Now the value will be having this, it won't have this statement here. We shall have to open our PHP syntax, and then we say something like PHP, then we echo now. When we are echoing, we need to echo what we have declared. Now we have a variable declared called row. Okay, we are going to represent this entire information that is here, that we are going to fetch from the database, such that it is able to echo it and then to displays it on the screen. So now I'll say I want to just copy this. I'll copy this variable name row. I'll insert it there. Then I need to put here the ID. So I'll say ID, and then we need to close. We need to close the closing syntax. We shall say this, and this. Yeah. Now we are going to have tons of them. So I'll change this to break. I'll put here break. I'll save that. After saving, we are going to copy this exact same statement, but we are going to have a variety of changes. So I'll press Ctrl C. I'll go down here. I'll paste that. I paste this. Okay, I think those are the ones that we have. ID, name, age, email. So we just change only this here. We have to change this to text, then this to name, then this to name. The same will go here. I'll just copy this text, paste that, then this will be email, then this will be email as well, and then this will remain number because this is age. So I'll say age, and then age again. Okay, so now we aren't done yet. So we need to have a div. We have to declare. We need to have a div. Then we have to input in the information. So I'm going to just copy this. The good thing we have this already. I think let me just get all of this, the buttons that we need. We come and insert them here to avoid wasting time. So you save that. When you're done with saving, we need to arrange this. Then below the form, we need to declare. But let me see whether the brackets we have opening, closing. Which other brackets do we have? Okay, shall have errors. We don't have another. Remember, we have opening bracket and closing. We have this bracket. You follow the line. We have a bracket missing here, so we are going to put it there. This bracket belongs to this one here. As you can see, there's a connection to all brackets. So I'll close that. It has now finally come. So we shall now have to close. Remember, we have this closing syntax of PHP, and yet earlier on we had closed it here. Why? Simply because we are going to insert in some HTML within PHP. So we had to first close and make sure this connects to this that is here at the beginning. Now that means what we are going to do for this to run smoothly, we have to have another opening syntax of PHP to represent now this one that is here. So now simply say open that, then I'll say PHP. So I'll save that, and then let's test our code. So let me try to refresh this. Now we have everything is blank. Now what I'm going to do, what I want this to do, we want it to we are going to insert in only the ID, and then we press search to retrieve the entire information here for us, such that we can update and change it whenever we want. So our ID is 1. I'll simply say 1. Now when I press search, you can see it pulls all that information that belongs to that ID 1. With this, you can easily change the information that you want. That means you can easily update. You may put something else there, then do that. Then you may change the age if you want. You click update, it will update that for you, whereby even if you refresh, the information is there. You can see it has changed to what I want. When I want to retrieve it very fast, I may just refresh that, and then okay. Okay, she's retrieving. Let me try to retrieve 2 that is not there. Now if information doesn't belong to, if it's not there, it won't easily retrieve anything. Okay, but now you have seen what it does. Let me try to make some changes here. Try to change the name to something like this. Then the email, maybe I'll change this to just that. The age, I may set 12. I save that, and then we head back. I need to have more information there. You see how it works. So we have 2 rows, so we are going to try to search for both of them. I'll go back, I'll search for 1. When I press search, it will bring that for me. Then the other one is it 3? Yeah, 3. When I press search, it will bring it for me. And that is it. That is what we wanted. And maybe next time I'm going to show you how we can use these very buttons. We insert them into our website, and then
Yeah,
make the website
boy.
functional. You connect it to the database, and that is it.